G'day, it's Mark here. Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about the Chrysler Turbine car. What a terrific piece of engineering that was. Chrysler produced these models from 1963, 1964. Ghia in Italy actually did the bodies, but all the mechanical engineering was done by the Chrysler engineers. They're really keen to find out whether a turbine power plant could potentially replace petrol engine cars in American passenger vehicles. They built around 55 of them. They built 55 and they kept 5 for internal use, and the other 50 they actually loaned out to over 200 customers across America, so they could test the vehicles out in daily life and just find out what the issues were. There were a few issues around starting problems, some power comparisons versus petrol-powered vehicles. They're a little underpowered, but really amazing vehicle. And I was lucky enough to travel to Transportation Museum in St. Louis in the US with Fletch, and I organised for us to catch up with the curator there, where we were able to film a Chrysler Turbine car. And I was lucky enough to go for a ride in it, albeit within the premises, but it was just an amazing experience to actually get into a Chrysler Turbine car, hear it start up. It sounded like a jet. It's almost like you were taxiing on the runway, waiting to take off. And yeah, what a terrific experience that was, hearing that engine and just, moving forward under the power of the turbine. Elwood Engel was the designer for the turbine car, and interestingly enough, when you look at the turbine, I see quite a few similarities to the 61 Ford Thunderbird, and of course Elwood Engel was also a designer at Ford and responsible for the 61 Lincoln, but also the Thunderbird as well. So that's an interesting similarity between those two vehicles. The turbine cars could run on a whole lot of different fuels, methylated spirits, even perfume, it was said. So quite interesting in terms of the versatility. But at the end of the day, they weren't able to pass emission tests. They weren't powerful enough, and they did have some starting issues. So, at the end of the day, it was a doomed project. Well, having said that, Chrysler engineers did also produce the Abrams tank, and that also had a turbine engine of interest as well. A little known fact also is that turbine engine, or a version of the turbine engine, was also planned to be the engine for the 1966 Charger. Now, the 66 Charger was actually going to be called the Typhoon, and originally that design was destined to have a turbine engine in it. And if you look at the interior of the Charger, you can actually see the similar center console that goes right through to the back, which was replicated on the Chrysler Turbine cars. Sadly, once the engineering program was finished, which was in 1966, Chrysler gave a small number of cars to museums, automotive museums, but the rest were actually sent to the scrappers. And you can see some images here of the cars being scrapped, I assume somewhere in Michigan. Check out a video, part 2, to see the full video on the destruction of the Chrysler Turbine cars. A crime against carmanity, I call it. So anyway, that's a bit of a short history on the Chrysler Turbine car. Thanks very much for watching, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Is the 5-mile test oval at the Chrysler Proving Grounds. The event, performance checks of the production model gas turbine car. This was the culmination of tens of thousands of miles in road experience and improved design, resulting in a gas turbine engine specifically adapted to the exacting requirements of today's motorist. These were the trials before this new car was released for limited evaluation by selected users. miles an hour and running steady in a smooth, vibrationless, trouble-free ride, passing rugged endurance and power requirements with ease. But the Turbine car is not a special car designed for limited types of performance. This is a car for people, for doctors, housewives, school teachers, average people with average as well as extreme driving requirements. This is a thoroughly tested, thoroughly practical car to meet modern driving needs. Here is a car with power engineered for safe and ready acceleration when needed on the highway. The now perfected heat exchanger ensures excellent efficiency from the engine and a cool, clean exhaust even at sustained high-speed driving. Now, on to the twisting, tortuous side roads at the proving ground. Roads scientifically planned to tax the strength, maneuverability, and control of any car. The turbine-powered automobile passed these grueling tests. Here is a car designed for easier maintenance, free of periodic oil changes and seasonal tune-ups. Here is full power potential for instant acceleration and outstanding climbing ability. Through the action of the variable nozzles, the driver is assured the same control he can get in the best conventional passenger car, even on the steepest grades. Here, indeed, is an engineering breakthrough worthy of the painstaking experimentation, constant testing, designing, and redesigning that went into it. The light, compact, reliable, easy to maintain, economical to operate, Chrysler Automotive Gas Turbine Engine. Feels more smoothly and dependably than before, opens the possibility of an exciting new chapter in the history of motoring and gives the automobile a running start in the jet age.